We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, coming at you again in Vilcabamba. And I've been waiting for this interview for a long time. This is gonna really touch you. It's an amazing story. We've got my really good friend here, Jessie. How's it going?
Hi, how are you guys?
We're doing great. We're doing great. How long have you been on a raw food diet?
About almost 12 years, 100% raw vegan overnight.
How old are you?
32.
32. Wow, this is gonna be an amazing story. So at 20 years old, you went raw. When did we come and hang out with you? Do you remember how many years ago that was?
That was a long time ago. I don't know. That was like, I don't know.
Probably like almost 8 years ago.
8 years ago,
yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about your story, if that's okay.
Sure.
Now, when you were younger, you had vaccines.
Yeah, I got vaccinated.
And can you explain to everybody what had happened?
Yeah, I got vaccinated, and it was a live polio vaccine, and that basically paralyzed me and gave me all kinds of health problems.
Now, when you say paralyzed, completely paralyzed.
Pretty much. And like I was like a little ball, you know, so like all my muscles were like really tight and everything and just like all messed up.
And what did the doctor say? Did they say you would never be able to walk?
Yeah, like my parents went to several doctors and they all said that I would never walk, that they wanted to like cut my ligaments because they were all tight and everything and just a big mess.
Wow.
How old were you at that point?
How old were you?
I was just a baby when all that happened.
So at birth they vaccinated you?
Well, maybe I was like 1 or 2, somewhere around there.
And before that, your legs function and everything functioned fine?
Yeah, before the shot, yeah.
Okay, so how long was it until how long were you paralyzed for?
I don't know exactly how many years, but I'll get into what I did to get all that fixed.
Absolutely, let's hear it. I would love to hear it.
So basically, like lots of therapy, that kind of helped, but fasting was the big thing.
Okay.
My dad got a hold of Patricia Bragg's book on fasting, and that basically that started everything for me. So I did several fasts. I did 1-day fasts, then I built into 3-day fasts, and then 7 days fasting, and then 10 days, and then all the way up to 21-day fasts on all water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that loosened everything up.
Were you on a raw food diet?
No, I was not at that. I was like kind of a little bit better than standard American diet. My parents, like my grandma used to give me like fruit smoothies and fruits and salads, but I ate all kinds of junk after that.
So you healed yourself through fasting. Was it
fasting?
Was it right after fasting when you started the raw? When did you start a raw food diet? Were you completely healed at that time, or were you eating a whole food diet, a healthy diet?
I was eating pretty healthy, but
okay.
I mean, fasting didn't like heal. I mean, it pretty much healed everything. But then I was eating kind of junk foods and got into other kinds of foods again, and then. Right before I went raw, my mom got this David Wolf's 2 books, and that inspired me to go 100% raw vegan overnight. And that just like changed my life. All my stomach problems, almost started getting like diabetes, like infections, all kinds of health problems. Just a huge list of stuff, just all went away.
And did it help the paralysis?
Yeah. That allowed me to, my muscles and everything really loosened up, and I think all that good healthy food regenerated everything for me.
Wow. When you were fasting, what type of water did you drink? Distilled, spring?
Spring.
Spring water?
And distilled water too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here we are. You're 32 years old now, and the changes you've gone through have been quite drastic. Do you have more to go? Like, do you have more improvements to make, or how are you feeling about that?
I feel like the best ever. I'm like, whenever I wake up, I'm full of energy. I'm so high, just like all the time. I don't have words to describe how great I feel.
That's awesome.
I got, my right knee, when I walk, it like bends in a little bit. So I would say that's all that's left.
Right. Yeah, when Jesse walks, he has a limp still.
It looks like a limp, but it's just like my right knee turns in a little bit. So
Oh, okay.
I'm working on that.
And do you think that will heal?
Maybe, I don't know. It's been, a long time, so I'm working on it.
And is that from the polio vaccine?
Yeah, absolutely, that's what's left.
Wow.
That was in both knees, and now it's only in my right knee. And I mean, I couldn't even walk before, so I'm happy what I got, the outcome of it.
Yeah, me too.
And no digestive problems. I mean, before I hit puberty, my mom, again, we went to doctors, and 4 doctors said I would die when I hit puberty. They actually said I would be dead.
Wow. And now you're 32.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And he's one of the healthiest men I know. Absolutely. You should see him when all of us are eating and partying at the raw food restaurants. He doesn't eat the junk. He's like, I'll just have an avocado or something like that. That's awesome. Okay, so I wanted to promote Jessie's business here because what happened was when he came down to Vilcabamba, Ecuador, he went in the bus from Quito all the way to here, and he let his bag just sit there, and someone opened his thing and took out his laptop and camera and stole it, and that laptop is like his life. So I wanted to maybe promote his business, and hopefully we can get you some money so you can maybe get another camera at some point. Maybe you can tell us what your website is and what you do and where you can go.
Yeah, the website is thewholelifestyle.com. And basically, all one word. And basically, I'm a lifestyle coach. I help people get into the raw food diet or fine-tune their diet. And I either go to your house for like a week or 2 weeks, or I do online consulting. And I also have a retreat in Croatia, so people can come over and learn about all the programs and things we do.
Cool. Do you have a PayPal account for donations by chance?
I do. I have just my email address. I could set up another.
Can you tell everybody your email address?
Yeah, it's JessBeHappy, JessBeHappy
If you feel like donating a couple dollars to JessBeHappy@gmail.com, go for it. I think I'm going to be the first to do it. And Angela has a little question here that she wanted me to ask you. She said,
Sure.
What percentage of people who get vaccines get messed up like that?
I don't know. My mom has done a huge amount of research on that. A lot of people, it depends.
Right.
They don't do the live polio vaccine anymore.
Oh, so they don't do the... Wow. Why don't they do it anymore?
I don't know. I I guess...
Maybe because of what happened?
Maybe they're into new ones now, though, but there's all kinds of, mercury and all these other things in vaccines, so... And my mom's website, if you want to learn more about vaccines and all that, is thecureisinthecause.com.
Awesome. Wow.
I have another question.
Okay.
What would you say, Jessie, to someone who is pregnant right now or has a young baby and they're worried about whether to vaccinate, they're thinking about it? What would be your guidance for someone in that situation?
Please don't get the vaccines. It's a bunch of bull. It really messed up my life, and now I'm back on track, but there's so many babies that my mom actually gets that gets vaccines and things are still going wrong. So I'm trying to think of that book. Tim O'Shea, what's that book? Do you remember that?
I'm not sure.
If you look up the author, Tim O'Shea, The Sanctity of Human Blood, I think it is. Something like that. You should read that book, guys. It's really, really good. That'll fill all the gaps in and bring you up to speed on vaccinations.
Awesome. So who's that lovely lady over there?
Angela Sexmonic.
And who do we got here?
Jessie Bogdanovich.
And Matt Monarch. Talking to Jessie here. Your website was again?
Thewholelifestyle.com.
Thewholelifestyle.com. And we'll see you again tomorrow at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.